When you look at the experience insight model and the way we approach innovation, there are 3 steps that we need to follow. At the first step, we need to defend our core experience. We need to look at what do customers use instead of our products, what are their top complaints, and what are their requests for exceptions, the things that they are saying, it's not working for me, can you replace it with something else? Those are the cues that we use in order to defend the core experience, redesign the core experience, make sure it meets the customer expectations. The next one is the expand. That's when we pay attention to enhancers and enablers and ask ourselves, what else can we augment the experience with that will make it much more complete for the customer? Take an example. When cereal was sold without the berries, Kellogg's noticed one day that customers are actually adding berries separately to their cereal bowl in order to have a much more enjoyable experience. And what did they do? They used those enablers and enhancers, added them to the box, increased actually the price by 52% on average, and are now selling an expanded experience as opposed to the core experience. And then ultimately comes the reinvent. The reinvent is the tricky part, because that is when we are paying attention to fringe behaviors, behaviors that only few customers are doing, and then we ask ourselves, how can we embrace it and bring it into the main solution, and by that really creating a totally brand new solution that is different than our core experience. Let's take an example. One day Nike executives are noticing that there are ads on the internet called, "Let me pimp your Nike." What is pimping your Nike? Very simple. You send your Nike to designers who will paint it and use graffiti and otherwise to create a one-in-a-lifetime kind of a shoe, a pair of shoes just for you based on what you like. I'm sure that the legal people at Nike was sure to stop this and say, cease and desist, this is our brand, you can't do that. But the marketing people said, wait a minute, this is a fringe behavior, this is not mainstream, but maybe there is a story here. And then they ask themselves, if people are willing to pay for artists to go and pimp their Nike shoes, maybe there is a business here. Maybe we should allow people to create their own shoes. And that's how NikeID.com, ID stands for individually designed, was born. They were giving the customers the power to create their own once-in-a-lifetime kind of a shoe from scratch. You go and choose the sole and the colors and everything that you want, you design your own. But it started with a fringe behavior. It started with a behavior that originally they would say, that's just a few at the fringes, I don't care about it, but those fringes might be the clues to where the opportunity is.